after what seems like an eternity of seeing a number go from 198 to 199 to 197, because that's what it dropped to at one point, to back to 198, 199. And like, I mean, it was going so slow and so back and forth that I was like, I'm never going to get to 200 subscribers. As of this, I got to 200 subscribers. I'm just, like, you have no idea that I am just so happy that I got to 200 subscribers. I really, when I made this YouTube channel back in what now would be August, which is almost encroaching on that year essentially. Um, I really didn't think this would happen. Um, I made this channel for fun. I really just did it kind of. I want to say I did it in the sense that I wanted to do a review of anime just to see how it would go. And I look back at my first actual video, like my first review, which was I think Steins Gate, and it was terrible. Like I was doing it with a really crappy mic. I was doing it with really crappy lighting, really crappy setting. It was just overall really bad quality build, and I really didn't expect it to go far, but I had a lot of my friends who supported me go, hey, listen, you know what? You'll get better. You'll learn some stuff about editing and all that. And I did, I started learning how to edit stuff eventually. Um, I brought a tripod originally, though, just to kind of put the camera on the screen. And I remember how ugly that looked, but it was better than filming the way I was doing originally. And then someone told me, why don't you use Movie Maker? Or why don't you do it that way instead? It's a simpler tool. And so I did that. I started using Movie Maker, and I still use Movie Maker. I think it's actually awesome for what it is because it's so simple. I can use it and kind of manipulate it. But I started growing slowly and slowly, and some of my videos. I'm not saying all my videos hit beyond 100 views, but a lot of them hit like at least 50 or 60 or 70 views, and that's awesome because I think that if you get a quarter of your subscribers or even like half of your subscribers watching every one of your videos or commenting on videos or showing some love for your channel, I think that is something phenomenal in itself because I've seen a lot of channels with like over 20,000 subscribers, for example, and yet their video views are like maybe 1K at best, and it's like you have 20,000 viewers or 20,000 subscribers, why do you only have 1,000 views or 2,000 views, for example? You should have at least half of that, or at least some decent majority of your subscribers doing watching the videos. And for my channel, it seems like you guys really are the ones, at least that have subscribed to my channel, seem really the ones that will watch my content. No matter how crappy my review might be that day, or maybe if it's a series you never heard of before, or if it's a really old series that you've heard of before, you'll still watch it. You'll comment, you'll like, or just share the video because I've seen a lot of you do that. I'm humbled by this. I really am because I mean, it's you could say that there's channels that grow a lot faster, and I'm sure there have been channels that have grown in like a freaking day, all of a sudden are at 1,000 people. But for me, I think in several months, for how crappy I had a startup for this, and how basic I have everything set up on this channel, it's awesome to see that. I really thank a lot of my friends and my fellow YouTubers that really helped me with learning how to do stuff better. I swear I'm not crying, but I am getting like really emotional. It's weird because you would think a channel that doesn't make money, like again, I don't have monetization on any of these videos. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for fame or fortune. I do this because it's a hobby and I have fun just talking to you guys and seeing your responses and seeing all the stuff that you say and you're willing to say. Even if you're have a comment that seems to directly oppose me, I love it because I get to talk to you guys and kind of revel in the fact of you guys caring about my videos. I have to say that it's humbling. But it's so cool at the same time. Like, you have no idea, if you don't do YouTube videos, that seeing your channel grow from something so tiny and meager to something larger is just it's very interesting. It's really cool because I guess as someone who does things that I want other people to recognize. Like I write stuff, I write stories, I write other things, and it's not that I want per se praise or anything like that, but it's more so I do it because I want to make people smile, I want to make people happy, and when I see people commenting, oh, they love the review, or when I see them commenting, keep it up, keep up the good work. Various other things I've seen commented. Trust me, some really funny comments here and there. It really puts a smile on my face. It makes me so happy, and it just makes me feel that I'm loved in a community that is hard. This is not an easy community for any YouTuber. I think that people will say, "Oh, you get more recognition as this, or you get more praise doing this," and it's how you put effort into this channel that makes it, I think, more fun and enjoyable, but also a lot of work. Like I said, I make this a hobby, but it's work. It really is in many ways, because I have to then edit videos. I have to do recordings for these at certain times, and I got to be mindful of my neighbors. I got to be mindful of what time of day I do it, what time I upload. Various things with my schooling schedule. My life schedule. It is not the easiest thing in the world to do, and just at least showing that I have results from it, because I see the feedback and the comments and stuff like that, means it's not in vain. It's worth something to someone. So yeah, I am truly blessed. I thank all of you. I love all of you for doing this. I I thank God, and first and foremost, that He gave me a skill that I could actually use to kind of just make people happy. I do that in real life. I'm known as that guy who tries to listen to other people's problems and tries to help others. And I know people go, "Oh, you're that kind of guy. You should be praised more for that." I don't want to be praised for it. I just want to help people. I like doing that, and I like helping people enjoy quality of days, and enjoy just watching a video on YouTube and hearing someone's reactions on something. So when I do these reviews, it's not because I'm trying to bash or praise any particular anime series or video game or whatever I'm talking about that day. I'm doing it because I have fun with it. I do it in the most casual and I think one-on-one type manner I can do it in, because what I love doing about these is that, and I know a lot of you picked it up on it, is that it sounds like I'm talking to you directly, and when you say that, I know that, hey, I'm doing the right thing, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to convey this type of review style that makes it sound like I am talking directly to you, not just a general audience, but more so like I'm talking to a friend, because I do consider you friends. What level of friendship, that's to be determined on how you treat me and how I treat you. But the commenters that comment on every one of my videos, the people that show me love and praise, the people that support me when I need a little bit of support, that is to me friendship. That really is, and I thank all of you for it. I was gonna do a link to everyone's channel, but you know what? I have all the channels in my subscription box that I'm subscribed to, but the people that aren't like big celebrity YouTubers and stuff, like those are the people that I care for greatly. And one day I probably will do I don't know, actually I have no idea how to do it right now, but I'll do a thing where it has subscription people that I really think are more important than, I guess, the big name ones, because the big name ones are important too in their own right, because they've taught me things in retrospect to watching their channels. But the ones that are us, I think the ones that we are the smaller minority of YouTubers, because anime reviews still are not that hugely popular yet. You might think that you see someone with 500,000 or subscribers, or a million subscribers is popular, but it's still not popular yet compared to like other YouTubers who have millions and millions. And it's hard, because that's something that we will always have to deal with until, I think, our voice gets heard a little more, and also the genre that we do, like anime wise, gets more popular, because it's still I grew up with watching anime. Like, I don't want to make this video really long, but I grew up watching anime when I was a kid, and it was still not popular back then. Even the days of Pokemon and Digimon, they were not hugely, like, I want to say they were popular in retrospect, but not retrospect of the anime. They were more so popular because of the cards or the games and stuff like that. Pokemon, I mean, like the anime, people watched it, but a lot of people collected the cards more, and that was what made the show so popular, was the cards and the games. But I've seen, which is really cool, and I tell my dad this too. I told him the other day, I've seen anime grow. Like, I've actually been there to witness anime grow as an industry. Because, I mean, yeah, during his time, of course, anime was coming out, so I didn't see the birth of it, but I saw what essentially was the wave of people starting to watch it on the Western Front, and seeing it and seeing for what it was, and enjoying it, and then kind of splitting it across the world, essentially. Not just in the Western Front, but everywhere. European people did it. Southeast Asia people did, of course. You have all these people in general, areas and countries that started watching anime. And it just, I was in the beginning of that essentially, where you just saw it become this boom of people watching it. It was really cool to watch, and people come to conventions and do all these things, and I saw the birth of that essentially. I really did, because there was not anime conventions back in the 80s or 70s. There was anime conventions in the 90s to 2000s, not before then. And I saw the beginning of that, which was really cool, I think. But yeah, again, guys, I'm really so thankful for this. It's really cool. So besides the thank yous and the constant praise I'm giving you guys, and it sounds like for myself to a point, because I really am, like, it takes a certain effort, I think, to make 200 subscribers, and I put that effort into making this channel somewhat successful, at least. And as minor as it might look like to some people, like, oh, it's just movie makers, it's still effort. I still have to take time out of my day to do these things and stuff like that. So I have put work into it that I feel at least is recognized by you, which is really awesome. But so I really don't know what I want to do for my 200th video. I really don't know. I've had some ideas for it. I have had some ideas for it. I was originally going to do a room tour, but the thing with the room tour is that, and while my room is actually pretty neat, because I actually keep my room clean, I live in an apartment, so my room's small. It's not really that big of a thing. It's it's a small little place. It's large enough for me. I'm okay with it, because honestly I don't really require that much space. But it's a small thing, so it's like I really don't know how that would be to look at personally. I was thinking then doing an anime view, like I would show all the anime I have, but I also have a lot of anime scattered across this room. Like I have a section with my Blu-rays, but I have a section with DVDs and stuff like that too. But I could do that if you guys want. I'll just put the DVDs like on my bed and stuff and show you guys like a big kind of what I have and what I own for that in terms of that. But I'm not sure if I want to do that either. So I really don't know what I want to do for my 200, and I'm not gonna do a face reveal. It's not that I'm embarrassed of what it'll look like and everything like that. It has nothing to do with that, because I have no issue with my own self-image. But the thing of the day is that I feel that people believe and listen into a voice that they recognize, but once they see the image associated with it, sometimes they're not that quick to listen to it anymore, or they kind of start making judgments and cruelties that it's like, what happened to the people that would originally just listen to me for my voice? Because when I talked about this in a Q&A video, but I did have a YouTube channel way back when my YouTube channel started, which was 2007. It had only 3 videos on it. It had two face reveal things and one actual gameplay walkthrough, I believe. But I showed my face on that, and I got harsh things said. It's not really per se that I was like, oh, someone said I was fat or anything like that. Well, yeah, that is what they said. They said my face was fat, and I was like, okay, well, I have lost a considerable amount of weight since then. I'm actually a lot skinnier when it comes to now. But what I found funny was, like, I'm like, did you actually come here to watch hear what I had to say, or did you come here to critique my image? And when I saw that, it bummed me out a little bit, but I've never had an issue, because like, okay, it's a stranger saying that big freaking deal. I'll tell you guys right now, I used to be bullied like tremendously in high school and in middle school. It was not to the point that it made me want to bully others. I actually never held, what's funny, I never held any of those people like, oh, I hope bad things happen. I never did that in my head. I was never like that. I was just more so, well, it sucks. I hope they just don't do it to anyone else. I know that sounds kind of like weird, but it's like I didn't want anyone else to feel what I felt when it came to like that concept. But as I go older, it became where one of my professors and teachers actually said this. Actually, my teacher first said this. They said you have to have a tough skin to get through life, and I did that. I actually started having where this thing, it didn't bother me anymore hearing stupid comments. And what was funny was I had friends. I had the friends that I cared about. The people I cared about were the ones always behind my back, always willing to go, hey, shut up or defend me in some way. And I'm like, I didn't need the defense. I knew what I could do, because here's the thing. I got into several fights in high school, and they weren't per se big fights, but like nothing that you would see on my record. But I got into fights, and I was perfectly fine. I never worried about getting into a fight, because I knew I could do what I had to do to keep myself safe and keep others safe. And that wasn't one of the things I worried about. I'm like, oh, okay. So at one point, anything that people said was like, okay, whatever. It made me laugh at one point. It was like it was funny. And then at one point, when that stopped becoming an issue completely, because I mean, one thing I'll tell you guys right now, if you ever get bullied or anything like that, is once you get to like college level, you don't have that bullying anymore. Really, you'll have it maybe once in a blue moon, but it's gone. People in college want to either graduate from college or they want to focus on school. Only the idiots and the people that are like stupid and brain dead will actually be the ones that say stupid crap. But otherwise, I never had that issue once I got like to my senior year of high school. I never heard stupid comments said anymore because it didn't phase me anymore. But what was funny though is, I'm not trying to get off topic here, but yeah, that's the reason I'm not doing a face reveal is not because I'm fat. I'm not fat. It's not because I'm worried about my image. Like, oh, you're gonna see my image now, and you're not gonna. It's because I think what I want you guys to hear is my voice. I want my voice to recognize and echo through YouTube and reach you guys. But I want that to be the only thing that you focus on. I don't want you guys to look at my face or look at me moving around and hearing that. Or seeing that. I want you to hear my voice and hear what I have to say and hear my words and have that as the power of my channel, not the reverse aspect of it, where you see me and go, oh, this is what he looks like, or if I'm making a stupid comment or stupid face, that's what you focus on. I don't want that. I want you to focus on the jokes and the humor and the stuff behind my words, but that's it. So I'm not doing a face reveal. I will do one eventually. I'll tell you that, guys, right now. And I'll tell you right now, most of my close friends on here know what I look like. The joke is that they actually know what I look like, but I tell them, hey, keep my image personal. Like, don't be showing around to everyone. There's ways of finding me, of course, on Facebook and stuff like that. You could, but you'd have to know my full name, which I don't think I've ever given out. Which I probably won't give out my full name onto here because I don't want people to find me on Facebook. Because I barely use Facebook anyways. But am I rambling? I am rambling a little bit, but that's okay. Maybe that's a good thing for our 200 videos. That I just want to talk to you guys and say really how I guess I'm talking about myself and enjoying that about this, is that I get to kind of tell you guys a little bit more back my story, because I always try to do that in every one of my videos, is talk a little bit about myself, slowly but surely. And I was thinking, if you guys want, I'm not saying it's the greatest 200 video, but if you guys want, I could have like a my life story where I could tell you some stuff in my life and talk about that. I'll be honest with you, like, I don't know what would be that interesting about it. I mean, I think there's some stuff that's very interesting about my life. I've had some very interesting things happen, and I would keep that under 20 minutes because I wouldn't want to keep that to like make that a super long video like this is for some reason. Like, I mean, this is already going to 18 minutes, but it's okay. I don't care. I know the people that actually care about my channel probably listen to this whole thing, and the ones that don't will just either watch a little bit of it, probably like it, and that's it. I'm okay with that too, to be honest with you. I don't expect everyone to listen to the whole thing. That'd be freaking annoying if you listen to the whole thing all the time too. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna make this video any longer. So sound off, guys, what you want me to do for a 200 video. Do you want me to do a anime reveal where I show all the stuff I own anime wise, which I really don't want to do, but if you want me to do that, I will do that. I could talk about my life if you really want me to. I'm not gonna talk everything personal about it. Like, I won't tell every single dark story or humorous story. I'll tell about the ones that I feel are the best to kind of describe my personality and where I've come from, which I think is kind of cool. I mean, if you want to hear that, or anything else you could recommend. If you want me to play a certain visual novel, I can do that. If you wanted me to review a specific series, I can do that too, kind of. I really would also probably not prefer that, because I've already done like a million, I think, request reviews that I'm working on right now, so it's like, I don't want to do any more series that I haven't done. But yeah, you guys tell me, let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments, or put on my Twitter, whatever, whichever one works for you better. Just because it'll give me a general idea. Like I said, I'm right now leaning toward my life story. I don't know if I really want to do that, but I am leaning toward that because I think that would be fun to do for like a 20-minute video. Just talk about some stuff about my life, where I've come from, some of the stuff that I've learned from people. I think that'd be fun. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop this because it's already encroaching on 20 minutes. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks again for 200 subscribers. Really, guys, I'm so blessed from you all. Have a great day, everyone. I love you all. Have a great day. Really great week, whatever. Bye bye, everyone.